for you since the Green Bay game?
Nothing really. I mean, they kind of robbed me the Green Bay game. I should have half a sack on that one, but but nothing really. I just been sticking to my game plan, just working as hard as I have been this since the offseason. Just kind of coming together for me now, kind of all coming to fruition. So I just been working as hard as I can, just trying to stick to it.
Look like your technique differently. Like I've seen spin moves and different things. Have you continue to work on those techniques and things?
Oh, definitely. I'm just working on them every day. I feel like I'm using them a lot more. Just rushing a little bit more free. Dude, that's just trying to get a little bit more pressure. So I'm just trying to just work anything, see if anything works. Honestly.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, John. Let's go to Brian Sexton and then Mark Long.
Hey, Dawuane, Marcel Darius used to talk about stopping the run being an attitude. So how much of tackling Derrick Henry is about want to?
It's definitely a 1-2, especially later on in the season when everybody's body starts hurting. I mean, if you haven't noticed, like his numbers go crazy like halfway through the season. So, I mean, you really just gotta it's a mindset. We gotta just put our body on him. At the end of the day, we have to really hit him and kind of wrap him up and try to get as much people to him as possible.
Thanks.
Yep.
All right, let's go to Mark Long and then John Shipley.
Hey, Dawuane, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing well. Hey, can we be real for a minute?
Sure.
This is a business. We all know it. You're in the final year of your deal. How good does it feel to be putting up these kind of numbers and doing the things you're doing out there, knowing that it's either going to help get you a big payday here or somewhere else?
All feels great. I mean, I'm happy. My family's happy. I'm just happy that I'm being able to, kind of show my talents later. I mean, as late in the season, leading up to this, the end of my contract year. So, I mean, it's been great. I've been happy. Everything's been good.
And it kind of had to work. Everything kind of had to work out right. I mean, you don't ever want anybody to get injured, but really, you bided your time, and now you've really taken advantage of an opportunity that may not have been there otherwise.
Right. I mean, just like you said, you never want to see anybody go down, but it's definitely the next man up. And I've been waiting for my opportunity for 4 years. And, in these last 3 starts, I've been able to, put up good numbers, been getting a sack each one of my starts. So I'm just trying to just keep it going.
Thanks, Mark. All right, let's go to John Shipley.
Hey, Dawuane. Along those same lines, is Jacksonville somewhere that you would have interest in staying, past 2020? I know you just have a couple games left on your deal here.
Well, I already bought a house here, so I'm looking to stay here. I mean, my family loves it here. I love it here. It's a lot of opportunity here, so I'm definitely trying to stay here for a long time.
All right, thanks, Dawuane.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
John.
Yeah, but do they get a hometown discount for having you here already?
I would say I need to be paid what I'm worth. Let me just say that.
All right, John Reed, did you have another question, or is your hand just left up? You're good. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any more questions unless someone wants to jump in late here. Oh,
Yeah,
Cassidy does.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Cassidy.
That's right, Mark. Back off. I'm just kidding. Smoot, earlier today, Wash was talking about the stiff arm drills that y'all work on specifically Tennessee week for Derrick Henry. Like, what goes into those? Is it a certain machine? Does someone have to be the dummy? Like, how does that happen?
It's mainly just Rebs with a big old yellow arm sticking us in the helmet every single time we get a chance. But I mean, we're working on just knocking it down and kind of just running through it. I mean, you have to run through contact anyways whenever you're tackling Derrick Henry. So that's what we're going to be working on all this week. I mean, his stiff arm is vicious, so we got to be able to stop that.
Have you ever been the victim of one of his stiff arms?
Yeah. I believe like 2 years ago, I almost got a TFL on him, and he hit me with one of those stiff arms. So I've learned from that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Did you have something else? Or are you good?
Yeah, I was just going to ask him about, obviously 11 in a row, 11 straight losses. You haven't been part of anything quite like this, but I'm just saying how demoralizing is it, and how impressive has it been that you guys have been able to kind of stick together and persevere through all this?
Because of all the ups and downs, I mean, we've been able to pick each other up, and, we've been able to get to know each other even more. We've been a lot closer because of all the, the bad things that have been happening, and just knowing that we have been having a lot of injuries and a lot of, uncertainty, we've been able to come closer, personally. So we're just trying to work on our relationships and stuff like that. And that's obviously been translating on the field through this past week. So we're just trying to keep it going.
Thanks, Mark. All right, last call for Dawuane. John, go ahead. Your hand's up for real this time.
I got one for real this time.
Okay.
Dawuane, I mean, you guys look like you did a pretty good job in week 2 against Derrick Henry. What is it about the guy, though? I mean, is he obviously tough to bring down? What do you feel worked for you guys as a unit? You have to game tackle. I mean, what do you think worked that week 2 game?
It was definitely gang tackling, and it was a lot of setting the edges. We already know these tackles, they like to really just lunge out and kind of just dive on you a little bit. So we just have to just make sure we're using our hands and be able to set edges. As long as we're able to set edges and run them down the backside, we should have no problem.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. I think that's the last one. So you're all done, Dawuane. Appreciate your time.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Dawuane.
No problem.
Hey, Jared, can you just talk a little bit about, the challenges that the Titans possess in the passing game, especially with Ryan Tannehill and his ability to, use play action?
Yeah, really good ball club, familiar ball club, because in division opponent. They like to stretch the field with 11 and 84, and then they have also some good tight end threats with 81 and 86. So just a really big challenge, man. Got to have good eyes in the back end, and watch out for their play action shots. Obviously, they're going to try to hand the ball to 22, but we take care of business in the back end. We should be successful on Sunday.
And you guys obviously, you guys somewhat limited Derrick Henry in week 2 earlier this year. I believe I don't believe that you played that game, but just what is the big message to the defense this week as you guys kind of prepare for him?
We know this guy. We know this guy's going to get the football a lot, and he's coming downhill. So we definitely got to execute, stay in our gaps. Being just gap discipline in the run game, that's a big thing for us to definitely knock out this run. And we know he's getting the ball, so it's really just man on man, trying to match up and do our job on Sunday.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Already.
All right. Thanks, John. Anybody else have a question for Jared?
I got one.
Oh,
yeah, Jared, has he ever stiff-armed you, Derrick Henry? Have you ever been on the receiving end?
He didn't got that 6'4" arm out there. You know what I mean? I mean, he's coming around the edge at 250 pounds at 6'4", so he already got that length advantage. But not trying to be on that tape. Try to cut his legs down, get him down the best way I can. Definitely not trying to be on no stiff arm tape.
All right. Awesome. All right, guys. If no one else has a question for Jared, we're going to let him go. All right. Cool. Thanks, guys. Oh,
Thanks,
wait,
Jared.
John's jumping in at the last second.
Last one, Jared. Do you have a special cause that you doing for your My Cause, My Cleats this year?
Yeah, I'm actually doing my foundation, just a Jarrod Wilson Foundation. Just trying to help out in the community and in the classroom, either down here in Jacksonville or obviously at home in Akron. Really just trying to help anywhere I can, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Already. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Jared. Appreciate your time.
All right. See you guys.
Thanks, everybody.